Like when you first the top one.
1, 2, 3, Two fat guys in a microphone. Two fat guys in a microphone. Big talk, no filter.
All right, welcome to this episode of Two Fat Guys in a Microphone. I'm Tim Big Talk.
Hey, Paulie, no filter. How are you guys out there in podcast land?
All right. I like it.
Make sure you guys like, follow, subscribe to us so you guys can see all our videos. We're doing pics. We're doing a little bit of everything here.
Yeah. And we'll tease next week's podcast. Paulie and I are actually going to do a weight loss challenge.
Yeah, stay tuned for the details on that one.
But don't worry.
We're still going to be fat.
Yeah, it's not like we're going to lose 250 pounds.
If we have to cross off and say two skinny guys in a microphone, we'll do that. But I don't think you guys got to worry.
Yeah, no one has to worry about that. But I think that's going to be fun and
it'd be fun for you guys to follow us and challenge. Watch how we're doing.
Yeah, exactly. So I have a feeling you're going to weigh in and then eat a McDonald's cheeseburger after we get done with that. So
yeah, probably.
But today we're going to talk to you about a little bit about AI and these self-driving cars. And Paulie's an Uber driver, so this could be definitely taking over in the next 10 years.
Yeah,
losing jobs and
I think AI itself. Speaking of AI, I think AI is, to me, it's a problem. I think it's a big problem. I think we're looking at, technology is great, change is good, but I think we need to start worrying about AI a little bit. And there's a couple of reasons why I say that, not just in the Uber sense.
Yeah.
If robots take over everything, just say warehouses. Reno's known for a lot of warehouse jobs right now.
Right.
If take all these warehouses out here. I drive people to these jobs all the time. There's a lot of people going to these jobs every day. So if they're going to these jobs and there's hundreds on hundreds, probably thousands and thousands of people out of jobs because robots are doing them, what are those people going to do to survive, pay their bills,
eat? Across the country?
Yeah, right. We're just talking Reno.
Right.
I'm talking the whole country.
Yeah.
If AI takes over, and I know everybody's probably saying, "Oh no, it's not. It won't take over." Well, okay. Cashiers, when they went to self-checkouts, cashiers lost their jobs. So if they're losing their jobs because you're scanning your own groceries, what do you think is going to happen when the thing is filling the boxes for Amazon and sending them out, and a robot's bringing it to your porch, and they don't need all them people anymore?
Well, they have that. Domino's has that little riding guy, but people mess with that so bad, tip him over. And
well, then good. We need to start doing that more. Then I'm totally against AI. I'm not a fan. Look, Tim, we're old. Yeah, we're almost off this ride we call Earth, is how I say it. We ain't got, we got about probably hopefully 30, 40 left.
Yeah.
If we're lucky. If we lose some weight, maybe. So, let's be honest. It's not going to affect us, but you got kids. I got kids. I got grandkids. It's going to affect them, and I'm worried about it. I'm really worried about it.
Before we get into the discussion, let me throw some things out at you.
Okay.
They're going to be movies. The Fifth Element, iRobot, The Minority Report.
Okay, well, you said iRobot. Let me go back for a second, because I've been talking about this a lot to a lot of my passengers.
Okay.
You got a robot that is marching 10 deep, 20 wide, okay, at you.
Yeah.
Okay, bullets aren't going to hurt them.
No.
So shooting them isn't going to work.
No, they have to have a special bullet that's going to break the electricity.
So somebody needs to start working on those, please. We're going to need hose them down. They're electronic. Maybe it'll zap them out a little bit.
But yeah,
or tasers. One of my passengers told me tase them because electricity shock will.
Right, that's what I was saying.
Something we better start working on that, people. That's what people should be working on right now. If you're a young kid that wants to invent something to take out these iRobots that are going to be taking over, and who knows, taking you, me, putting us in cuffs, throwing us in a room.
Oh yeah.
We have no defense over them.
Right, and everybody says, "Oh, it won't get there. It won't get there. It won't get there." Well, I tell you what, we're a product of excess and greed.
Yes.
So I believe it will take us there. Like I said, not in our lifetime, rest of our lifetime, but I think
it's getting close.
Grandkids.
I'm going to push that up. There it is. There's the. Who would have thought driverless cars would be around?
Yeah. Well, exactly. And we've always known that Tesla had a car where if you went to a rental company, the driverless Tesla would come and pick you up.
Right.
Has your destination already pre-planned out because you ordered it, right?
I'm not getting in it.
And it takes you there. But here's the thing. I've seen people not be able to get out of them because of whatever happened to the program. We're gonna talk about this picture you have in here because these are all over San Francisco.
They just started in Vegas 2 days ago. They launched them in Vegas, which is what 8 hours away from us. They're going to be they launch them here. It takes money out of my pocket.
Right. Well, exactly, and I think that. But some of the challenges, and you think Frisco's bad, San Francisco's bad because it is small, narrow roads.
Right.
But if you've been to Vegas and trying to drive, I mean, it's nothing but crazy.
Well, New York, all the big cities, they're going after the big cities first because they know that the little ones, the small towns will be easy.
Yeah.
But I mean, here's the thing. They just had these bunching up in San Francisco.
Right.
They had a roadblock. They're going into police activity areas. I saw that one.
Yeah.
They had a guy on the ground and here comes this car driving. They're like, what the hell is this car doing? Driving rating. It doesn't know better because there's nobody in it. There's no common sense.
Yeah. There's no human factor.
Yeah. You got to have the human factor. And even if they had a guy in there pressing a button going, no, don't go that way. I mean, it's still, I wouldn't get in one. I recommend, I mean, I know the younger generation is going to go, they're cool. They're our generation. They're driverless cars. Older people aren't going to get in them. So they got a chance to make it, like you said, another 10, 20 years because, 30 years maybe. Right. But them young kids these are going to be their future. Yeah. And then where I want to know this. Why are you getting in it? Where are you going? You ain't going to work because there's no jobs.
Right.
So where are you going? I mean, they're almost going to defeat themselves by doing this. They're going to, okay, here's the thing. If nobody's working because robots are doing the jobs, nobody's getting a paycheck, nobody's buying nothing. So what's Amazon going to deliver if they don't have the money to buy nothing?
Right. I mean,
it's
so much to this.
It's scary. It's scary. There is. There's a lot. I mean, maybe we're wrong. I mean, somebody's watching this when you guys are watching our YouTube video here. If you have things that we should know better, then please put them in the comments.
Yeah,
we'd love to hear from you.
Well, I can tell you, I read the article. First started with the traffic jam, and then I read the article about the Waymo vehicle and that being in San Francisco, and you could tell San Francisco is a very liberal city.
Right.
So the guy that was writing this article very didn't hurt feelings one side or the other, but saying things like the reason for the traffic jam or the problems with it, like taking out the human factor, was, there's some bugs to be worked out because they don't know what a traffic jam is. They don't know, they're programmed to go off of the lights. But that's the thing. If they're programmed to go on green, guess what? 1, 2, 3, somebody just ran the red light. There's no human in there to go,
I see that guy. He's not going to stop.
He's not going to stop and hit the brakes. Right. And it's going to start killing some people.
It's funny because I make sure that I reference it now a lot when I'm driving. I tell people that, I look, it's telling me to turn right. There's a wall there and they laugh. And I go, you know what though? If there was an automated car, it's turning left.
Yeah, for sure.
So I said, there's your problem right there. But those are bugs that are going to work out eventually.
Right.
And once those are worked out, then it's going to turn the right way. It's not going to do that. But that's, like I said, that's when you got to, there's no going back once you do this, guys. I mean, I don't know. I don't like it.
Well, and that's what we're saying about the human factor.
Yeah,
you need that. You got to have the human factor because these cars don't have common sense. AI doesn't have feelings and common sense.
No.
So you can program whatever you want to program, but at some point in time, they are going to move us out, type of thing, and there's not going to be any common sense.
Well, the one time, wasn't it the last riot they had in LA and stuff? Weren't they setting these things on fire?
I think so.
Good for that's the first time I agree with those guys. I'm going on record. It's the first time I agree with the protesters when they were burning these cars. Keep burning these cars.
Yeah. So
I don't like them.
I mean, I think it's just a dangerous road. What's the benefit of not having a driverless car? I really think about it.
Yeah, that's a good question, Tim. That's a real good question.
What is the benefit? I mean, if you're a passenger and it's driving for you, what's the benefit?
Here's what you're losing. I drive for a living.
Yeah,
we all know that. So I got people in the car. we have conversations and the people tell me to go, this is what we're going to lose. No interactive. So what they're doing is they're separating us even more.
Right.
You have they don't want you and me to talk about the presidency, who we're going to vote for, or anything, or how's the weather outside. That factor's gone.
How's stuff's going to go away.
So there's where the problem is. They're even separating us more.
Yeah.
So don't let them do it, people. Fight back.
Well, I don't know what we could do until it starts coming down with that. We've already seen, this was 20 years ago, some of these big manufacturing companies where they have the big robots that drive around, they're programmed in there, and they're pulling boxes and parts and everything.
McDonald's went to fully auto.
Yeah, there's a couple of, Taco Bell's got one where there's not even a person in. Well, they're probably in the back, but you never talk to a person. Yeah. Your order comes out on a little thing through the drive-through. I mean, ridiculous. Now they want you to have the app. They want you to go in and order off of a kiosk instead of walking up to somebody.
I've seen it. Yeah, no, I want to talk to somebody. Why can't we have person activity here? Like there's a word I want to use. I'm forgetting it.
Right.
Interactive. Personal interactive. That's where we've been. It's been nothing wrong with it for hundreds of years.
Right.
Now all of a sudden they want nobody to talk to nobody. I mean, they're already been planning the kids. They've been programming the kids like this with the phones. They do this. They don't talk at a dinner table. You go to dinner. Yeah. I go to dinner. I put the phone down. My wife will tell me, put the phone down. We're already doing that. Now we're getting to the point where we don't have nobody to talk to. They don't want anybody to talk to anybody. And it's scary.
Well, and let me talk about this, because I just built the website as a beginner. A pain in my ass, was the worst thing ever. But let me just say this. They have a thing on this website builder that I was working with, and it was named Cody. And Cody was, you could ask it questions if you were stuck, and it would give you answers. And I would look and read through the answers, and it's like, that button is nowhere here. And it just keeps telling you that. Then let me tell you what's at the bottom. Make sure to double check. You might have to contact a human because Cody is not always right.
So why not just contact a person human anyways, right off the beginning?
Yeah, exactly. But this cuts away from that if you can get your answer. But if Cody's not always right, then what good is he? Yeah. The only thing that let's say ChatGPT, right? Yeah. I use it.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I haven't used it yet, but I've heard of it.
Well,
I use Google. I Google everything.
Yeah, I know, but like I had to write something up for the website, right? So I gave it what I was looking for, and it came back with a professionally written, letter. So you didn't have to be a college graduate to write like someone that went to college for it.
Right. And I know we're getting away from it. Usually we try to make these funny and stuff, but I don't think this is a funny subject. So it's kind of hard to be funny with this when everybody's life's on the line here. I think down the road.
Well, the only thing good about this car is you can ride in the back seat, and if you got a date, maybe you could have a little fun in the back seat. Don't have to worry about driving.
Yeah, and then you'll be all over Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, because the cameras in there.
Cameras are in there. Yeah,
cameras are everywhere.
Maybe that's what they're doing. They're providing free porn there for everybody.
Well, it's upscaled taxi cab confession.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. A little scary though. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'd love you guys to give some opinions on this and put in the comments, like and subscribe to us. But in the comments on the YouTube page, you can leave some comments and let us know what you guys think.
Yeah, what do you feel about self-driving cars?
Yeah, and not even the cars. We're talking the robots and everything that's coming out right now is getting high tech. I know we're old. It's hard to change. We barely get through this a little bit with the computer. You know what I mean? But we do it.
We do it.
What happens to the people? Like what happens with podcasts and stuff like that? They won't need us anymore. No one's going to listen.
Right.
You won't. What are you going to hear in there?
Yeah.
Silence.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. I think we're on the precipice of, and the thing is that if we don't do it in the United States, in places like China, Germany,
they're always ahead of us. It seems like anyway.
Well, they're gonna be advanced in the technology. So we have. It's kind of like one of those things where you're stuck. Young people, you probably don't hear this a lot, where you're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Right.
Half
Yeah.
the people
Old people know what that means.
Yeah, old people know what that means. But that's the thing is that you're not gonna be able to stop it because we have to keep up, or else these other countries are going to be ahead of us.
So my conversation has been with people lately about the AI thing and keeping up, and like you said, so we don't have to worry about this as much. I mean, I do because I drive, so this is going to take my job if it comes to if it comes up, right? But here's the thing. So kids, here's the thing. What are you going to have your kids doing or grandkids doing? Okay, it'd be my grandkids. Our kids are even old enough now. They might be okay too. But the grandkids and the generations to come, you're going to have to do. What can they not AI? Firemen, policemen. You have to start looking at this stuff because eventually the mail system. I mean, their prices of stamps are through the roof right now. Yeah. Emails are the way to go. The post office is going to be gone in the next probably 10, 20 years. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been around forever, but they don't want anything else that comes from the old days. But you're going to look at jobs like what can't they AI?
Yeah.
And some of the things they can't AI is, like stuff like that, public service jobs, things that they EMS. I mean, ambulance they're going to pull up and robots are going to come out and pick you up and administer drugs to you and stuff like that.
Did you ever watch Judge Dredd with
No.
Sylvester Stallone and Sandra Bullock? Well, it was kind of like one of those things where they took all the bad guys, and he was a cop, but he happened to do something, killed somebody or something, and they put him in a deep freeze, right? Mm-hmm. But still alive.
Right. Okay.
And they bring him back because one of the other bad guys, who's played by Wesley Snipes, escaped, right? His pod escaped. He was killing people. So they brought this guy back because they're in a utopian, world now. So, so the car, self-driving, but there's police officers in there. But it's like, hey, stop, please. You shouldn't be doing this. And it was, and then if the car got in a wreck, it filled up with foam, so nobody got hurt.
Jeez.
I mean, literally,
like all this stuff is coming.
This stuff's coming.
Right.
Don't get me wrong.
I know. I maybe I'm just old and I don't want it to come, but
so
we're hoping it doesn't.
Yeah, no, I mean, something's going to slow it down. I don't know what it is. I think something will have to slow it down.
And to the end of this story, we'll go. This is where I've been going with it. Every history repeats itself.
Right.
Always does. Think about it. Everything. I mean, I don't think we'll go back to phone books, but I mean, everything repeats itself. Okay, in history, and Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
Because the rich are going to be getting rich off these cars because nobody's driving it, getting paid. So what's going to happen is you're going to have the rich up here in their secured areas, and you're going to have people with no jobs suffering, trying to survive.
Yeah.
And I hope this doesn't. I'm not Nostradamus, but I mean the writing's on the wall here. So those people are eventually going to have to. And here's another reason why they want to take our guns.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They don't want us to have guns. Why? Because then the rich people that are going to be up in them houses protecting themselves with the robots waiting on them and making their dinners and all that.
Right.
And we're starving down here, as and I don't mean we, because we'll probably be gone, but our generations to come, they're going to have to fight somebody. They're going to have to fight back. And history repeats itself. It's going to happen. I mean, hopefully we're up there looking down and we see it.
Right.
And none of our family and that gets hurt, but we all we can do is pray and hope.
Yeah. No, I truly was. And the saying is this, once was, what was, will be again. What is what was. And
you almost sound like Kamala Harris.
Little word salad for you there.
Yeah, a little word salad.
But I mean, it's true. And where I realized that is when I was younger, Cheap Trick was a rock band.
Mm-hmm.
And they came out with Ain't That a Shame in this rock version. And I was telling him, oh yeah, this new song, blah, blah, blah. My dad said, that song ain't new. That came out in the 50s. But it was just them remaking it, right? So
history repeats itself,
right? And it really does.
Yeah.
So, Anyways, folks, we're gonna wrap this up so it's not dragging out too long.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's something for you guys out there. Something for you guys out there to start thinking about, because we're hearing that word AI every day. I don't think you go. I mean, you hear 6, 7 too, but that doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
But
right?
you're hearing AI, and AI is for real, and we need to be careful with AI. I think. And if I'm wrong, please somebody comment on there and educate us.
Yeah. Tell us why it's a good thing.
Yeah, we'll do another podcast and tell you what people tell us. So on that note, go ahead. God bless. And I don't know.
We're gonna wrap it up, but this is scary stuff.
Yeah.
So.
1, 2, 3, 2 fat guys in a microphone. 2 fat guys in a microphone. 2 fat guys in a microphone. Big talk, no filter.
I just hope they make it a car that will fit me.